who is so unorthodox like Little Mean Kathleen.
I think it's going to be all about instinct when it comes down to Kayla's approach with Little Mean Kathleen. From what I understand, Kayla was a very formidable wrestler 14 years ago, and she still is today, not missing a beat. Beginning training again about 3-4 months ago, and since then being given quite a bit of opportunities around the country.
Yeah, she being so absent during these different eras. I mean, it is a totally different time now in professional wrestling. When she was in the industry originally, it was the boys being boys, so you had to be a little extra tough to kind of fit in. So now coming back into this different area, do you think there's going to be any sort of hesitation or any sort of speed bumps for her?
You know, like styles have kind of evolved, right? There's a little bit more of a fast pace generally in wrestling today. So if she can hang with that, she's good. But from what I understand, she's wrestled against the likes of Mercedes Martinez's and people along that, you know, ilk of wrestling greatness. So I think that she's in good hands with her own instincts and her own past training.
Here comes LMK. Goes around, or at least attempts to, takes the headlock in the center of the ring as Kayla Sparks was doing her best to be like glue and hold on to LMK, but LMK transitioning into that side headlock, gonna try the hip toss. No, LMK reverses, gonna try the neck breaker perhaps. No, backslide. Sparks goes down. There's a 2 count.
That's the thing with LMK. If you give her an inch, she'll take a mile. She's fully aware of how to take advantage of someone in the ring. She's a scrappy young lass.
Big feeling out process here. Both competitors trying to get a sense of what the other is going to bring in their direction as Kayla Sparks remaining on her feet in this headlock, trying to grasp her way out of it. But it seems like LMK, like I said, she may not seem like she has a lot of strength, but she brings a lot.
Absolutely. Last weekend, LMK actually competed in a street fight.
What?
Yeah, donning Spike Dudley-esque gear in an homage to her trainer.
That's right. Irish whip into the corner. Here comes LMK. Back elbow, gets off her feet to execute.
Oh yes, little person, big splash. What's she going for next?
Sweeps the legs out from Kayla Sparks. What is she calling for? She is backing up corner and stomping away. On Sparks in the corner is LMK, making the most use of her lack of size.
Oh yes, shades of Spike Dudley. Up!
Missed, and that knee and that leg might have been hurt there. Sparks back to her feet.
And that's where that instinct comes in. She knew to move. She didn't know it was coming behind her, but Sparks moved out of the way.
Finally able to get that body slam. LMK was doing everything she could to try to fight out of that body slam. But Sparks was able to overwhelm her, and there's a kick. Looked like it landed on the hip, bringing her to the center of the ring. There is a 2 count there as Kayla Sparks not showing any signs of frustration here.
Yeah, she seems really calm, cool, collected, a veteran in her own right.
Been around quite some time, but took a long break to re-energize and find her passions, and she has refound her passion for professional wrestling as LMK throwing these big strikes. It seems like neither competitor is either able to get an edge here.
Yeah, this is very even competition here in the ring today. A pleasure for our fans in the audience to watch, but Kayla Sparks now cutting down LMK, getting some fire here.
And Kayla Sparks so full of energy that even when she's in the heat of things, in the heat of battle, she still has a smile on her face.
I mean, hey, if you had a traumatic head injury and you were able to come back after 14 years doing what you love, wouldn't you be happy? Wouldn't you be smiling, Paul?
There could be a head injury for LMK after that suplex. It looked like the back of her head slammed on that mat as Kayla Sparks in the execution of the suplex, maximizing the damage as LMK back to her feet. A glancing blow there and another as neither competitor again, able to get that edge. It seems like they're going back and forth, trying to fight the other one off as Kayla Sparks hits the ground.
It's anyone's game here. These two ladies are pretty evenly stacked, not necessarily in size and stature, but certainly in spirit. LMK going for the pin.
There's a shoulder up from Sparks as frustration starting to set in on LMK.
And we know what happens when LMK gets frustrated. We see a different side of her. Bit of an uglier side, a meaner side of little Mean Kathleen.
Looked like she was going to go for that Dudley dog. Out of the corner, hit it.
And she does. Big Dudley dog. All right.
She got her.
That's it.
Here is your winner, Little Mean Kathleen.
LMK able to grind out a victory here against Kayla Sparks. It seems like both competitors at different points wanted to take things to the mat, but neither would really budge, and it really was a struggle back and forth here today.
Yes, but both of these ladies showing a sign of respect, exchanging a quick hug. Perhaps this isn't the last time we see these two ladies